Hello, this is my English speaking practice, and I'm talking about my personal development. And um, I've been reading the documents of Cloudflare workers and durable objects because they are used in my project, and now I'm gonna create my tool for building online board game, and which is based on the Cloudflare workers and durable objects. So yeah, yesterday I I get how to say I yesterday I learned many new things for the first time yesterday. Yeah. So today, it is good to continue reading the documents, but it's a weekend, so I'm going to code and start to code, start to build a tool. So in order to start start development, I have to write down the documents about what I'm gonna create. Because AI agents refers to it. Yeah. Uh, Give me a sec. Okay. So today is Friday. I'm going to write down the documents about my tool. Yeah, and yeah, and yesterday I started to write down about this, but this is yeah mm, this is about server side module. Server side module is will be created by the tool, and the tool is used for generating code, and yeah, server side module is one of the codes generated. So in this weekend, I'm gonna create a tool, and so I want to focus on the generating code. Mm. I don't care about the contents of the code. Yeah, I need to create a process to generate codes. And I need to write down the documents about it. So this document is getting started. How to use that tool, and framework is framework. This chapter mentions about the framework of the game engine. Yeah, so it's not the process of the generating code. So I think I should separate that chapter The framework means the architecture of the game engine, and commands means how to use the tool, and getting started how to install and its purpose. So I needed to create a new chapter, and it is a mechanism or technology, underlying technology, yeah, of this tool. So how to say, hmm. Hmm. In Japanese, 始め方生成されるコードの違うな、使い方やな、使い方があって、コマンドがあって、でゲームエンジンのフレームワークの紹介説明があって、最後にHow it works みたいな、仕組みやな。これでいいか。 OK. I might change it later, but this is not bad. And how it works and new how it works.仕組みってメカニズムand capitalized and cyber position 1. Let's write down the mechanism, and this is, I'm gonna use the library for generating code, so I should choose the library. So ask ChatGPT. I'm gonna, wow. expect that the usage would be this is a library. This is a tool for generating code of components like this, and I'm using this, and this is yeah, for example, this is used like this. Add accordion and can generate the code and how it is used. So the users put a command and generate calls. So how to combinate there is no such a word. Combination. I think AI can make sense how to combine. CLI prompt, template rendering, file management, styling outdoors, command routing. Okay. Entry point, step-by-step integration. Yeah. Prompt user the inquire. Render to template. Yeah, this is GitHub ready starter for this setup. So this is not draft, this is blueprint. I want to ask AI and prompt. Bodoge Builder tool. Read docs blue. I want to create a tool for generating codes. Okay, and do it. Accept. There are linter errors. Add component. Linter errors. Render templates. Create a template file. Nice, looks nice. Style. TypeScript, yeah, please. Let's build. Great. Let me also create a README file to document how to use the tool. Oh, really? Nice. Seems be an error. Need to fix the tsconfig and there are still errors. Yeah, no errors, just warning. You can now use it to generate React components with. Nice. Where is it generated. This is templates, this is source, dist. This is dist. Let me see. Source components my code. Okay, nice. Okay, nice. Okay, nice. But the code I want to generate is not React components. I want to generate a server-side template. And so I need to prepare for the server-side template code. And also server and core and browser. Yeah. Great. Code of template codes of npm modules. So I have prepared those So I will copy the existing code. um, it's used for the selfish, and I'm yeah, here, and I'm here. um, mm, yeah, you can see the project structures. So mm, 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 mm. I should I should generate the these task file, or so the structure is like samples, game game 2, and this is and server and core and browser, and also debug 2. This is a this is the top directory, and below this task file.yaml, and also readme and game 2, and also author, or yeah. How to play, or like this. And task file is like this, and I want to refactor this file. Yeah. What the? Core server. Debug 2. Browser. And Oh, I see. I should. Uh, I should move this to this and sample. Mm. Generate it. And so I should tell the AI tool templates. I want to generate a template project monorepo project. So can you add the command like below? And I should copy the project. Game one client. Game one client. Document projects Bodoge Builder tool. Tool source templates. Sample template sample slash browser. And game one is a core module. So core and the server is server. And game CLI is debug tool. why this is what to source not source. So let's go. And it takes a long because there is a lot of code. I should remove the it's I mistake. Like this. Identical. Okay. Huh? Okay. So the game one core server not browser, and this is core game one server the debug tool game CLI would be sample2 debug tool, rename it, and then move it, and this looks nice, so delete this and rename it, and I should have deleted this public this like this, yeah, and cursor GitHub VS Code. VS Code is docs. Debug to public schema. Server side Wrangler state Wrangler dist node modules schema source memo. Yep, Wrangler is I see. And I want to recompose the structure. Schema is like interface, API interface. So there should be out of server. The schema is used at the server and browser. So I want to move up one level, one layer. So the schema is here. And Open API. This is a project structure, and I have to remove the code because there is implementations I just copied. So I should tell the code which is okay to remain and from the code which should be removed. How to do it? I want to I will do it later. Now I focus on the process of generating code. So for example, how to embed the value like this. This is the name, embedded name. So for example here So the difference between component and project, component is just outputting a file, just two file, but project, there is a lot of directory and files. So I have AI do it. Okay, nice, but the code I want to generate is not React components. I want to generate template monorepo project like project. So I have prepared the template project. Can you add the command like add project? The structure should be same. Kept same. Let's go. AI, let's go. Add project command and update the support. Add project. There is some errors. JSX. Build successful. Let me try. I should move the directory here. But the name is not overwritten. The component is overwritten correctly. What's the difference? Render template 2 and bars is the variables. Render to okay, you should use render to component render template, render template function, because the directory. Let me see. Already exists. Okay, I see. Name is not defined. Project name. Variables. I see. Project name. Okay. Project name. That should be same the variable name in the template and the in the here project name. Two. Cannot find matching cross tag for I don't know about this. I see. I have no idea about this. Huh. Nice. Okay, nice. Enable to specify this directory. Or stress remove the component command and related files. Deleting other components and templates components. Nice. Update the CLI. Dist dir. Update the readme. Run build successful. Yeah, great work. So the sample one generated. Let's go. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Why? Cannot join, or the dist directory is What? Where is the sample one? Oh. Why? Why? Mhm. What? Oh, hmm? The pro. Yeah. This is. So how to dash D is not passed to the real process, real program. And npm run dev means um, I think so. Yeah. Nice, 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 nice. Let me see the real me. Mm. Okay. Type name option list. Okay. I see. I see. So this is a skeleton. This is a skeleton. I need to remove the files from template. Yeah. And also I should modify the code. For example, the core module depends on the dev game. This is also developed by me, and I want to integrate this code into core module. There is no reason to separate. Yeah, dev game is a tiny program like this, just to define types and a simulator for tests and some helper function. And this is just a tutorial, so I can integrate, I can merge this file into a core module, and core module is used in browser and server. What is where is okay. Yeah, core module is so important, and also this is used for the generating code while developing. Yeah, it's not only initialize the project, but also other components, other functions or some types like that, because there are a lot of templated code in the core module. So let's take a look at for example, there is a type definition, and there is a tasks, and in order to add one action in the game, the developer needed to add a task type. For example, task is also okay, but this is so easy to understand. This is a request object, a request type, and when the developer add the user's action, the developer need to add this type of data. For example, change game settings. This is I have added recently. This is used for the updating the game settings, and the developer just decide the name of the request, change game settings, and the remaining code should be generated, because change game settings, but developer need to decide simple type or custom type. In this case, simple type, and so developer choose the simple, and this code is generated, and this type of code is generated, and in this type, the properties should be coded manually defined. It's this is not templated. So the developer need to add here, and also there is a lot of place to use. This is a task handler, and this is needed, so the content is should be coded by the developer manually, but the function name and its type can be generated automatically. And also here, task generator and task executor, which switch the task handler based on the task type, and need to add here, and like this, like this. And also in the client side, need to handle this type of data. So for example, core browser. Where is the browser? Browser is here. Only here. But in order to request, this code is needed absolutely. So these codes can be generated automatically, and developer can use it. So it helps developer to code templated code. So there are some patterns to add code. Basically, it depends on the kind of types. The one is response type. This is similar to request. There is also two types of data, require and notify. But remaining part is similar, name and its type, and this type is generated, and this data is used, and this code is templated. Templated is correct. Templated code. So this tool aims to generate templated code as much as possible. So yeah, so today's goal is to generate code, so I have finished it, and next step is how to generate code and how to define the template. Yeah, so this is my plan. And yeah, so it's important to think about the project template structure, and this project is used by developers, and I want to create a lot of board games by using this tool. Yeah, this is my plan, and back to website. Website explains how to use this tool and how the generated code works, because this code is based on the framework which is made by me, so I needed to explain the framework, how it works. So this website explain it, and the structure is like this, and getting started is how to start to use this tool, and framework is for the generated code, the concept of the generated code, how it works. And commands is what available commands of the tool. So in this case, for now, it's just one commands, like this add project, and this is used only once. Yeah, when it started, and after that, to develop the project, the developer might add request and response and task, like this. Three types. Yeah, three kinds of commands. And today I tried to write down the documents about how to develop this tool and how this tool works. But I misunderstood. This is not in here. This shouldn't be in here. Because to develop this tool, I just order the AI like this. So yeah, I don't need to write about this chapter. I think so. Okay, okay, okay. I should. My gen. I should think about the usage. Yeah. What is the ideal usage? What ideal the way of development? So I should review the process of development for Selfish. Yeah. So yeah, I think I should think about the ideal structure or ideal design or ideal architecture, and yeah, and make it template it, and generate codes. So where should I start? Let's plan. Let's plan. Let's plan. Let's plan. I needed to remove the unnecessary templates, and also I should first of all this. So to to discuss it with you, I give you the information about the project. Mm. And this content is like this corresponding to this framework, but it's just not same, not same, but similar to it. Project structure and the server-side architecture and the development process. There are some perspective to think about. Perspective to consider. Number one, pre-requirement. Prior knowledge. There are three important modules. Core, server, browser, and the core is the common module interface called as game rule is defined, and uh, which is which abstract the in-game logic, game process, and game processing, game process. Core is the common module which is used in both of server and browser. In core, the interface called as game rule is defined, which abstracts the game process. This is prior knowledge. Yes. And the infrastructure, yeah. Infrastructure. The server uses is based on Cloudflare workers and durable objects, and the is SPA, single page application module, and which is supposed to be deployed to client Cloudflare pages. Yep. 3. Perspective, infrastructure, development process, server-side architecture, like this. That's it. Which should be first? Infrastructure, server-side, development, server-side, architecture. Yeah, this is hard to explain. Simply speaking, server-side architecture directory structure. development. Some important types of data. Like less, task, development process. This is not development process. This is server-side architecture. First, update, define the data types to add in core module. To update the logic, function, and types. Reflect, sync, reflect, sync. Reflect, those changes on for update the UI. Basically, nothing to do in server module. Like this, development process. Infrastructure, server-side architecture, request. Is and it turns into task, and it will be handled directly task handler. When it is custom type, developer can define, can implement, the its event handler, request handler, event handler, and it converts it into some tasks. And less is in the game state and used for UI state of players, and when it is required type, it requires players to take some actions, some specific action. It requires players to take some specific action based on its type. And also it has a deadline. It has a deadline to take actions. When it is notified type, it's just notification. It's just a notification. So it's just displayed on the screen. And task is a unit of process to update the game state. uh, it is how to say, task is a unital process to apply against entities. There is user interaction. Okay. Since there is a user interaction, this is needed. And the task is generated from lake. Multiple tasks is generated. Tasks are generated from lake, and for each tasks there is just that's it. Simply make it simple. And the directory structure I should modify from the current style. Let me see. The directory is like template project browser core debug tool schema server. I should separate it for each project, for each module. So mm, 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 for browser source. Mm, I should recompose this, but the most important module is core. And yeah, so I want to focus on this source and yeah. So rules, shimmy, specs, types, utils. Okay. Utils. This is not util. It's like helper. So the core logic, which is also called as business logic in Japanese company. it is used. It is it can be used in the browser because in order to explain the game rule in detail, there is a case when I use the logic and constants because they are important information for game players. So yeah, so I should use I should make this with the assumption. So but basically this event handler and task handler is executed on the server side, and yeah, from server is from server is data types or return for client. This is also important data type, which is used for UI state. For client has this object for each players. So let's think about how to organize to make code generation easier. And easy to develop. Event handler and task handler is generated. So let's think about define the data types to add core module. There are three types: rec, less, task. So in the source, event handler, task handler, rec, less. And this type is important because T means task, S means res, C means request, and logic state, game logic state, and game parameter. Okay. So I should start from refactor this. Yeah. But not bad. So temporarily make decision. Source and game seed. Game seed means constants. Also means hard-coded parameters, and yeah, there is a initializer. Let me to hide the left pane. But it's okay. Initialize game logic state. This function should be take a game seed in order to make it easy to change the initial game state. So game seed.ts and yeah. Initialize game state. And create room. Create room is not needed. When the room is created, this function is called and the game state is initialized. That's all. And the player who created the room is the first player to join the room. So no need to define the create room function. Just on join function. On join. The naming is not cool. On join the room. And start game. Generate tasks. Prioritize tasks. Do tasks. Private is needed. I want to. This is. This is in the rules. Yeah. This is the implementation of game rule and also entry point. these functions are called from the server side on front Cloudflare workers, and basically basically these functions are in the durable object, which is called, and in these functions basically in this function do tasks the task handler is executed, and every kinds of task is executed by task handler. So task handler, I think I should consider how to test how to test. For now, there is like like this game engine and inject game rule. Inject game rule and just inject game rule, but we should inject the game seed. Game seed is hard coded, but when the tests when we do unit test, the different game seed can be injected as a game seed. And another parameters like game parameters or joining players or information or something like that can be injected by using these functions. So the thing is to reproduce the any game state. So we should be able to adjust the values of game state. So even if it's hard-coded values, when we want to test, it should be modified. So game seed is important, and initialize game state should take the game seed as arguments, and and when the unit tests, adjust the game seed and call the initialize game state and join the players at any number of players and any name, and call start game. And of course, after that, can override the game state, any game state to reproduce. But this executing this process is important because it should be make it same as much as possible. Okay. And rules is like that, and task handler is is like that. Every task has its own handler, and it returns task results. And implementation is like this, but there is room to improve. For example, task time limit and request validation, task validation, and updating for client data. These process are should be in same group, so should be executed at one time. And I wrote down the project review. Parameterize. Task handler. Task handler, event handler. Logics. Types. Utils, like that. And from server is yeah, there is a layer, but task handler. In the task handler, this is a sample. To server is not needed. Sample handler. But the name is same. Sample task handler. I want to add a task because same name is not good. Not Googleability. Logic types, utils. Types is less task sample handler, sample task handler, and yeah, calculate something like that. Mm. Utils, no need to util. Mm. Every logic in logics, the handler and event handler. Yeah, and in the task handler, um, for handling or for processing required actions, I should need to create a new directory in task handler because there is a specified specific process. Because when returning the game state, including UI state, there is a things to do. First to update for client state for every player. So yeah, every time the game state is updated, the UI should be changed, so the process happens. And next, second is required action. Required action is also in the client state, for client state. Yeah, so this is maybe included in first, updating UI state. Okay, so this is okay. So the second is setting time limit. Yeah, because there is a mechanism for time limit, and yeah, when the required action happens, the time limit is set, and when the time limit exceeded, default action would be executed. So time limit and default action would be set it, and also set to validation. So to organize this, I want to make it chained. And also, which is related to task result. Let me show you the example, in the task handler, example, like this is exchange siphon shell capacity to data fish, but there is a when there are some exception, just return the task type continue and nothing to do, but need to update the time limit and task validation. So when the handler returns the task result, there is need to update the time limit and task validation and return task result. So it should be one process. So I should introduce the layer for that. So how to name it? So into task result is oh yeah, into task result. Sample. For example, default.ts. This is set up time limit and to next task validation, default task, and default task, and then return the task result. these directories can be these files in these directories can be executed generated by the code tool. So developers focus on this directory. Basically, the developers needed to implement the various logics in this directory. Yeah, of course, the developer needed to write the flow in the task handler, but basically, yeah, generated automatically. This is the structure. Yeah, also should define like errors or request validations or like that, but it's in the logics. So it's okay. Also need to like this, like this, like this, like this. And this directory can be used from both of server and client, and yeah, or other directories cannot be used. It's possible, but no opportunity. Yeah. It's nice. And remaining browser and server and schema and browser server debug 2 needed to write. But today I'm going to finish. Let me see. This is Okay. Thank you for watching.